What's up, ticket holders? I'm ready to get right into this right now. This movie review. This is part 2, first time ever in the history of movie reviews ever. For the simple fact that they re-released Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice
Ultimate Edition.
Boom.
Director's cut.
Boom.
The most controversial movie since a Spike Lee joint.
Boom.
This is crazy.
Got friends at the edge of their seat,
Man.
battling it out, debating. Is it bad? Is it good? Is it trash? Is it garbage?
Is it worth your time?
Is it mediocre?
Yeah.
Is it greatness? Is it iconic? All that shit. That's basically what this movie has done. This movie has turned DC fans into Marvel fans. Marvel fans are laughing at DC fans. DC fans are walking in the street lost without a home, like me.
It's a death battle amongst comic book fans and movie fans. It's a death battle going on. It's hard.
Days at a time, just walking around.
Yep.
Don't know where I go, where I belong anymore.
Trying to find
Talk to my toys.
Man.
I start playing with Power Rangers again. It's just, it puts you in a fucked up mood, basically. So we're gonna get right into this thing.
All right.
I will say, I was one of those that said this movie is trash. I gave this movie, I believe, a D+.
Damn.
I said it was bad.
Yeah, you did.
What was it? March 25th.
Yeah, that's right.
2016.
A few months away. Yeah.
That movie, that one in the theaters, trash. Bad movie. Worst experience ever. Did not like what I saw. Liked certain parts. Didn't like all. Mostly 80% of the movie. Felt lost. Felt deserted. Man, I was going at it with him, telling him how bad the movie was, and he tells me give it a chance. I'm like, give it a chance for what? Why would I give this movie a chance? It already has failed. It has failed. It is garbage. It's a waste of time. Why bother watching the uncut version? For real, that's how I feel. And this guy says to me, oh, I'm gonna do just like Ronin. It's like 30 minutes in there. Yeah, it's gonna work. Believe in it. Zack Snyder, man, it's gonna be good. I said, hell no. You gotta be out your goddamn mind. I'm not. This is not. All right. I wish I had a bottle.
I believe you. I believe.
Man,
that's how I be sometimes.
So I went and watched the shit. You watched it, right?
I did, yes.
You watched it?
Yes.
I watched it. Jody Joe watched it. I wonder if the Code watched it. And I have to say, this is a rare opportunity. This is a rare occasion in my life that I will say,
Breathe. He's getting there.
I'm not salty, but I'm sorry. Jay3 was wrong about this film.
Wow.
About 30 minutes of extra features of film that this motherfucker right here said was gonna make this movie better. And I doubted it. I just hands in the air. No, it's not gonna be tight. Freak that. How wrong was I? Oh my God.
Man.
I'm sorry, man.
It's all good?
Yeah.
It's all good?
However.
Go ahead, continue.
Oh, yeah. He's not gonna. None of you motherfuckers out there either. I got a bone to pick. Jay3 was right about so much that I was told that I was being bogus. I wasn't giving it a chance. There's a new time and day. It was all this new shit that I knew. I was right. So, let's get on this movie.
Okay.
30 minutes. You watched it. What you think?
I felt like those 30 minutes was very refreshing. It
doesn't matter what he thinks. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Dang, mic drop. Great.
Go ahead.
Well, no, the 30 minutes, man, like really kind of gave it a different vibe. It gave it a better, like, complete flow to it. I don't necessarily feel like it was deleted scenes. I felt like it was stuff that was prior there and they just got rid of it. But those gaps were filled in. Questions was answered. Things made common sense on both ends. I mean, like, literally going into the movie, watching the theatrical cut, I was pro Batman all day, every day, and I still am because I like that. But it was nice to understand Superman's side, Clark Kent's side, because he was doing those human things. He was investigating, and we got to see a little bit more of him doing some digging work and then asking questions and talking to people. So that it was like, okay, so there was more to this. Even though the scenes in Africa, like, that stuff, they spent a lot more time on it. And when you see it, it's like, okay, they're not rushing. Even though it's a 3-hour movie,
for sure, that
time was needed. And they gave us answers. And it's like, okay, we got more logic. We got more. And it's like, all right, this is why this happened. This is why that happened. So you got from point A to point B smoother, you know what I'm saying? Instead of rushed and badly edited. And I don't understand why the stuff was cut, because it kind of made it complete.
Thank you. This is basically, how can I say it? I'm gonna give you my good, and I'm gonna tell you the bad, and I'm gonna tell you how I felt. So there's spoilers in this. If you haven't watched this movie, shame on you if you call yourself a comic book fan, some type of DC fan, or whatever.
Or movie watcher. Yeah.
People criticize me, say I'm not a DC fan. The fuck you mean I'm not a DC fan? I went and watched this bullshit. Yes, I'm walking out here without a home. I left DC. I didn't go run to Marvel. I'm not the type of guy. I break up with a girl, I don't go run to another one. I don't do that shit. I just go with the wind. Wherever the wind blows. Beneath the trees. And shit like that. That's me. So, when I feel like going back home to DC, then I'll go. As of right now, I like where I'm at. I got the wind beneath my wings. I'm out there.
There you go. That's what's up.
So, let's tell you this how I feel, because this is the review is different.
Okay.
This is spoilers in this shit.
Oh, good, because there's a lot to talk about.
This movie, basically, the March 25th film. Either somebody was undercover working for Disney and said, we're just gonna butcher the shit out this movie, because the 30 minutes were so important throughout this film. Personally, I thought it was just like, oh, here's a scene here, here's a scene here.
Right.
They literally edit this film to make you believe certain things that I did not believe in. I didn't believe in. Mm-hmm. This guy said, yeah, it's time for a change, it's a new thing, yada, yada, yada. No. 30 minutes made me love Batman even more. Fuck. I was like, this nigga is tight. Bruce Wayne is dope. I still want to wait till his first theatrical film as Batman.
Sure. His solo movie, of course.
His solo movie.
Of course.
But goddamn, Ben Affleck's a cold motherfucker. Oh my god.
He like literally whet your appetite, man. Like he got you in the nose. Yeah.
Tight. Was it Jeremy Irons?
Yes.
Dope Alfred. Like, he was better. This movie made every character, even Lex Luthor, sorry, Jesse Eisenberg, get out my face with your curly hair. Tight.
Everybody got their time. Everybody. Yeah.
Like, better. Like, we ain't gonna go that far with him. Yeah. He's not tight. Better. I agree. His character was developed better.
I still don't like him as Lex, but they gave him some minor credibility. I will agree with that.
Of course. Like, the whole movie based around Lex Luthor. And we never got that. Like, everybody out there wanted this dark, evil Superman. They wanted this dark, evil Superman. That doesn't exist. You said it was okay. I said no. Superman stands for hope and honor, and people are supposed to love him and glorify him. The original version, you didn't get that. You got that bullshit, cheating ass, hater editing to make you love Batman more and make Superman look like a freaking douchebag. This version, you got the humanity that I knew was supposed to exist in Superman. So shame on you motherfuckers out there who thought Superman was supposed to be dark. If I had all that powers, I'll be going through trials through my head, and I'll be evil, and I'll do bad things I couldn't control. That's bullshit. A winner is always going to be a winner, marries a winner, and have winner kids. Haters have hater bitches and have hater kids. Superman is a winner who's gonna have a winner chick who's Lois Lane and have winning kids, basically. And that's what he showed. It was a scene on there. Besides Henry Cavill's bad acting, I didn't think he was a really good actor. He's not a good actor. Standing on screen, go ahead and counter. Go ahead.
All right. I wanted to clear some things up about what he said. I did say that last time about how Superman has to be explored in darker areas. Now, what I didn't also continue to say was that I feel like in this movie with Zack Snyder and what he was doing, I felt like we got to see Superman make mistakes and stuff, because I felt like Superman, yes, we know him to be perfect, you know, the Boy Scout and everything, but I think he's more interesting when he's a flawed character, because that makes him more relatable in a sense. It's hard to relate to somebody that is OP. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't understand that. But when he makes mistakes and he fucks up and he does bad things and then when he redeems himself, that's a Superman I would want to see. And we kind of got that. And, you know, his introduction in Man of Steel. He did all right for somebody who started fighting at age 33 out the woodworks.
But I want to say this.
And it's still not complete. He still hasn't gotten there yet.
But he has gotten there. And they showed that in his film. He was not a rookie. He knew what he was doing.
True.
He was epic. Superman was glorified. Superman was the meaning of hope.
He Superman still killed that African though.
Of course he killed him, but he explained why he killed him. Right. And that's all I wanted. Right. I wanted him to explain why he did it.
I just want to clear my part.
They showed the epicness of Superman doesn't kill. However, he doesn't.
Right.
But it's okay. Because he said, I wasn't going to let him hurt my girl.
As long as he learned.
That nigga said, shit, I wasn't going to let him hurt my girl. I'm going to end this nigga.
He cared.
He cared.
I get it.
You're not hurting my girl, nigga. Right. I'm about to break your neck, dog. Yeah. Like, just stop. But they showed so much, like the epicness when he got there to the sand. They actually gave Jimmy Olsen dialogue, like he talked, like he was like, "Okay, I understand. They should have never killed Jimmy Olsen off."
His purpose. He had a purpose.
But, however, Jimmy Olsen could be a CIA code name.
I like that. Yeah.
There might really be a Jimmy Olsen.
They've done it in the shows. They've done it in the stories.
There might be a Jimmy Olsen out there.
Why not?
Like a new one get hired as Jimmy Olsen. That could have just been a CIA name.
He's doing. He's getting stories anyway. Why not go on the cover and get stories?
I'm too good. It works. Okay, so then you go on that, and then it shows this epic Superman going like Mach 5, and it's boom, 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 and busting in like, nigga, what's up?
Breaking that barrier.
And they explained so much because everybody was going after Superman, like, oh, Superman did this, Superman. No one went after Superman. That was all one media. That was one fucking video of Lex Luthor hiring somebody to fucking blackball Superman. Like, what the fuck?
It's like they made him. You know, hold on.
Go ahead.
Confuse my word. I'm sorry, T-Goes. Here we go. In the director's cut, Superman was a good guy this time. In the theatrical cut, he was out to be the villain because it was badly edited. But it was like that's a default. And then in this version, Batman was more the villain. He was the psycho, the monster.
But he was still vengeance.
Yeah.
He didn't even. Batman was this one.
But because of that, it's like, okay, now we got to put a stop to Batman. I mean, we saw so much and enough of Superman to where we understood him and we actually felt bad because there's people that loved him and hated him, but people were setting him up. So to see his end, like, man, nobody understands me. What's the point? You see him kind of losing hope, but coming back.
But
Batman was so over the edge, like
Batman was tight.
I'm lost.
Because that's Batman. Yeah. Batman's not lost. Batman knew exactly what he was doing. See, Superman, it was one scene in this movie. It was a part when, if y'all watched it, when the embassy had blew up, right? And we all sat there, was like, this nigga Superman. He just sitting there watching them just die. In fact, Superman saved some people that day. He saved a lot of people.
Oh,
they didn't show that shit.
That was a good scene too. And there was a good explanation for that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we will get on that too.
Yeah, I like that.
They didn't show it.
Yeah.
They didn't show it. They edited that shit out, made him look like he just flew away.
Died, yeah.
Like, what the freak? He was out there helping people.
Yep, I like that.
It wasn't as much as it could have been done, but he did, and he cared. He had that worried look, like, who needs help? They're like, oh, can I help you? Yeah. Hey, thanks, Soup. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? No. Why didn't you show that? Why did they make Superman look like a bad guy? And we're gonna get on who's responsible for this. Cause that shit didn't make any sense. And then when we were sitting there with the wheelchair, we was like, why did Superman not stop that? These motherfuckers explained that shit in 30 seconds.
Yep.
Oh, it was laced with lead. Gang.
Yep.
He couldn't see it.
Makes sense.
He couldn't see the shit. He couldn't hear it. It was a silent bomb.
In our minds, it was like, Why didn't he just X-ray it? But now we know why. It's logic. Okay, he couldn't see it. All right. It's like, dang, that's deep.
Wonder Woman was better by far. Like, I've said some things in my time. Like, I wasn't thrilled about Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. But I will say, she has, like, grown on me. She's always been beautiful. But her exoticness wins me over with a Wonder Woman. She might not have the muscles or the beefiness, but her exoticness gets me hard.
I got over all the other stuff, and I like her too.
I like her.
Yeah. I had no complaints.
Yeah, I like her. At least as long as she keeps that demeanor of Wonder Woman, everything about her intact, we're good. And I can't wait to see that stand along with that.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to jump on too. No, I totally agree with that, man. I wanted to get on even like how the movie was still, even though we got all those extra scenes, I respect that it was self-contained. It wasn't a bunch of stuff in there thrown to set up this, you know, they were trying to fill in the answers that people had for this, and it was a self-contained movie. The extended director's cut was just responsible for let's just make a good, decent movie. Forget about the setup and all this stuff. Let's worry about our contained story, because we have a story here somewhere, and we need to dive in where the plot holes were.
Word.
It's still inconsistent with this third act. I still feel like the third act was kind of the weakest. With the Doomsday BS and all that stuff.
Trash.
I felt like that was just useless stuff.
Trash.
The first and second act, gold.
Dope. I kid you not, watching that movie, I tell you, it was a better experience at home by far than the theater. That's the first time. Like, this movie was much better on my big screen TV. Watching it, sitting back in my blankets, just enjoying what I'm watching. Until this nigga, Lex Luthor, cut his hand and did that third act with that weak English Doomsday. That's when it got...
What? Why?
Doomsday trash. But that first and second act, man, the detail. I'm not even gonna call this a director's cut. This is not a director's cut. This is a fucked up situation. Because director's cut...
That's a good way to do it.
Like, you don't cut this kind of stuff. There was shit like... Batman was like epic, dude. When we watched the movie, we was like, why the fuck is Batman branding niggas? What is the point of this? Are you counting how many niggas you beat up? Are you marking them? Like, this nigga likes to tell on weekends. Or this nigga's, you know, this nigga right here. No. Batman's a clever motherfucker. And this is what made Batman better to me. You guys probably remember when I was like, man, Batman was killing people, dude. And it wasn't the fact that he killed people that I didn't like. They was not tasteful murders. Oh, man. These were tasteful murders. Batman was real. Batman actually wasn't as crazy as people thought. Batman held back from killing niggas. And then they struck the hand and he had to lay waste. That's all that mattered. It was like Batman kind of really like was not really trying to kill niggas. You can see him in his eyes. He's like, I don't have to do this. Let me find another way. This nigga's shooting at me again. He won't stop. Freak it. Like, that's what made it tight. Batman was marking niggas because he was judge, jury, and executioner. So if he marks you, you go to jail. And then you get killed. Gang. He don't have to worry about you no more. You're dead.
Yeah.
He didn't care. Alfred, they're all criminals. They're all bad. This is what they're gonna do. I'm like, this is tight.
I like the scene where he was talking about when he was having a conversation with Alfred, and he was like, man, 20 years in Gotham, you know, how many of us, rest of us, stayed good? You've seen the changes that have happened here. And he was talking about how good men turn, you know, cruel, and the ragelessness and the powerlessness. He was describing Bruce himself because he was going through that at the time. Mm-hmm. But then he realized, overhand, I'm just going to have to show people what I can do, because up until that point, he was just a mythological figure. Mm-hmm. But these niggas saw this ghost. Like, when they went to go into that house, that was the scariest I've seen Batman, like, portrayed as a mythological horror figure. He was up in the corner in the shadow. The cop fired the shotgun at him. It was one of my favorite scenes in the movie. He's like, I saw him. Like, you saw law enforcement afraid of him.
My favorite Batman scene.
You almost took my head off, and he's like, man, you almost shot me. He's like, did you? I saw him.
My favorite Batman scene, G, was when Batman infiltrated Lex Luthor's facility and took the kryptonite.
Oh, yes.
When they had to catch the nigga on camera. Nigga.
Simple but tight.
This is remote, nigga.
Simple but tight.
This nigga Batman was epic. When I tell you he was epic, this motherfucker, dude, there was a scene, like, they was like, oh my gosh, Batman cape was like Spawn. He was like, grab a nigga, put him up in the air. Like, what the fuck was that? He was
Arkham Knight stuff, yeah.
It was even better than Arkham Knights. This nigga was like, it basically took Arkham Knight and Batman Begins and put them in the same freaking movie.
I like that, I'll take that.
Like, they took both entities and was like, this is Batman. Because he was just scooping him up.
Horror, yeah.
It was like, this nigga.
What happened?
Like,
he's gone.
He's no joke. Even the Parademon scene was better.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love that scene. Like, it was still a confusing scene, but I love the visual aesthetics and then the whole world. Like, it was like Mad Max with Batman. Like, shit was crazy.
Dope.
No.
He was like, what are you doing? Are you killing him? And he had to go lay waste again.
No,
Batman was not out there to kill nobody.
Yeah.
All scenes he was not there to kill.
No.
He had to kill or be killed. And I like that type of murder.
There was morals and rules behind it, and he explained that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That first one,
sweet.
March 25th, he was just out there to kill people. He was bad. Superman wasn't a murderer. He had to do what he had to do. I love it. That's realness.
Survival of the fittest.
Iconic.
Yeah.
That's the iconicness of it. What else? Since I already creamed over that.
What else we got?
Introduction of the Justice League, still garbage. Always be garbage.
How they found the kryptonite. How they discovered it in the river.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good scene too.
It was straight detective work in this film.
Yeah, no doubt.
Batman's tight. Just, I don't even want to ruin that shit.
No, we got to.
Go ahead, talk about it.
The scene where he actually what was it, the flash drive?
Yeah.
He actually had it first.
Batman had it first.
He had it first, and that was like the biggest complaint. How the heck did Lex get this before a Batman game? They told us how. They showed it. That was great too.
Batman had everything.
Yeah.
He was a true detective. Bruce Wayne was iconic.
Yeah.
And he gave the information to Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Like, she didn't, you remember, because the first one, she was like, she told him about some shit. He was like, check it out. No.
It was backwards.
Backwards.
You gotta correct this time.
Even the Batman versus Superman fight scene was better. Like, they put more into the fight. Like, they showed Superman's strength. It wasn't Batman dominating over him like that.
Yeah.
Superman was really just like playing with this nigga, like, I can kill you anytime.
He was really trying to talk to him. I felt like he should have reasoned more. Like, he should have been more aggressive. Like, listen to me. Listen, I need your help. Like, I felt like he wasn't aggressive enough. And I agree, yes, he did help back because Superman naturally would beat him. We know that. He held back to some.
No, he won't. What about that issue and blah blah blah? Yeah,
but it was explained. This explained it. He held back. He was really trying to talk to him, but I felt like he didn't communicate with him enough to where, like, what happened? Oh, okay, like, and then him like really intervening. Like, it should have been like that suspenseful thriller type of dialogue. It should have been like is he gonna kill me or am I gonna do this? It should have been a more engaging dialogue where they cross those paths and he finally figures out, oh, okay, he really is trying to tell me something.
For sure.
That was a weak point, but there was some other good things in there. But I felt like that dialogue should have been a lot stronger in that scene on Superman's behalf.
Well, that's because Henry Cavill's not that type of actor.
True.
But regardless, now let's get on some negatives in my eyes. Lex Luthor's still trash. Martha Kent, waste of time. However, Lois Lane got that much better in this film. She was actually a journalist. It made sense why she was around in so many ways because she was trying to prove that her boyfriend, her lover, her stroker, her pogo stick was not guilty of murdering those men when Lex Luthor was behind the whole execution of everything. He was basically framing Superman 2 steps ahead of him. So every time Superman would be somewhere, he would get put in a situation and everyone would think Superman did it, but Superman's like, wait the fuck, I just flew by, dog. That had nothing to do with me. Lex Luthor was behind everything. So I could take Lois Lane off that list. So you got Lex
and
Martha Kent. Superman's off that list. Batman was never on the list. Wonder Woman was kind of on the list, but she's not on the list. Jeremy Irons not on that list. So I have 2 entities in that movie that I felt was a waste of my time and space. And the reason why I say Lex Luthor is because Jesse Eisenberg's portrayal of Lex Luthor to me was utter freaking trash sauce, waste of time. Didn't like him. but wait, all that, get that shit away from me.
Yeah,
but he was better. Like, they explain more of it.
His motives and his story. His motives was good. All that was, you nailed it, man. I still think he was kind of the weakest link too. I felt like his performance he didn't know what he wanted to be. Like, it was like it was Joker trying to be Lex Luthor. He was trying to mimic Heath Ledger. Then he's trying to be this mastermind. And then he felt like a Facebook blogger. Yeah, I mean, he was all over the place with his dialogues, and he was really overacting. So that hurts, you know.
But I will tell you, like, the scenes they put in there were so many scenes that was in the original movie that they could have just took out and no one cared. Like, when he talked to his dad, that was like 10 minutes of get out of here.
Oh, the dream thing,
that nigga out. That scene right there didn't even need to be there.
I didn't even remember till you brought it up. So yeah, that's just saying a lot. Yeah.
And then it was this one scene you guys watching when Batman hit a nigga with that crate. We all knew that nigga was dead, but yeah, they showed the blood this time. That nigga was dead. That nigga hit him hard. He's
more broken arms.
They showed the broken arms. Batman was breaking legs.
So this movie earned its rated R for its violence. That's where it was. Okay, I was like, that's nice. That's a nice touch.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Doomsday, waste of time. 3 entities of this film.
Yeah, what was that?
Ruin that movie. That made the movie questionable. That made the movie And that was Doomsday scene. They wasted Doomsday. They added powers to Doomsday, like he can absorb nuclear fucking waste, nuclear energy, and become a weapon of mass destruction. Waste of time.
Yeah, that scene was definitely a waste of time. I think that third act should have been all about them, you know, trying to figure out how they were going to form the Justice League. That could have been more time spent on Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman at that moment. You know,
you gonna put an alien in there? Throw Manhunter in that.
That's what's up. I'll take it. I've been saying that for the longest, man. John Jones needs to be there. Like, I mean, he's almost on par with Superman, maybe even stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Stronger than Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I mean, and he's just a great character. He's got a great story arc. You know what I'm saying? To sustain that kind of story.
But overall, this movie was very impressive with 30 minutes. Like, I kid you not, for 2 hours and about 2 hours and 20 minutes, it had me captivated. Yeah. Like, I was
some good 3 hours.
But then once that third act really went into full effect, after you start fighting him, it was like, Martha! That even made more sense. Because if in my eyes, this is what I believe, guys. Don't tell me what somebody wrote. This is what I took from it. This is what I believe. And you can tell what you believe. I don't care.
Oh, for sure.
But when he said Martha, if you watch throughout the movie, he was having flashbacks of certain things, of a lot of stuff. So I think when he said Martha, it kind of triggered something and kind of made him probably think he was dreaming, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. So that's why he kind of reacted differently. Like, wow, how do you know that name? Still a stupid scene. I ain't buying it. But it made a little bit more sense. Like, everything that was, like, questionable that I didn't like, this movie almost cured all that. So for that saying that right there, this movie wasn't that bad. It actually would have been pretty damn good. Not better than most superhero films. Probably won't even be mentioned. But much better than what it originally came out to be.
The final product, yeah.
And I feel bad because this wasn't a final project. However, who do we blame for this? Some people say Warner Brothers. You blaming Warner Brothers for hiring Zack Snyder? Or you blaming Warner Brothers because we believe they the ones told him to do the cut?
I'm blaming them because they probably were involved with cutting that piece of crap together. You know, taking all that out.
I'm not going to let them get that. Zack Snyder's a cocky motherfucker. And if Warner Brothers did that, he probably would have said something. I blame Zack Snyder for all this. Because every movie he has, what does he have in those? Every movie he brings out, DVD comes out, what's in it?
Oh, the director's cut.
Why? For more money. Freak Zack Snyder. Y'all can get mad at
you think it's a money ploy?
Of course. These were keen plots. Like, you're forgetting. Producer? Executive producer.
Yeah.
Was he not executive producer? He's one of those.
One of them.
Director. And head of the DC Cinematic Universe. So, basically, he was the Kevin Feige of the DC Universe. So whatever is done goes through him last. Whatever he says goes.
Where are you saying he's Godfather in the cinematic universe?
He was.
Oh, okay.
Was he not?
I don't know. That's kind of questionable.
You know, Jeffrey Johns took that job from him. He was in charge of that shit. That was his idea. His movie.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he. I thought he wasn't. I thought he was just directing that.
He's in charge of that shit.
I didn't know that.
He's in charge of it.
That I didn't know.
So by him being in charge of that shit, he knew what's up. I blame you. Y'all can get mad all you want out there. Let the hate run down on these comments below. I don't care. Because that's what I believe. Because every movie he comes out with, you can call me conspiracies, I don't give a fuck. Every movie he comes out, he always got these... His director's cuts always make the movie better.
That is true.
Ain't one director cut like, okay, that was whatever. I see why they cut that. No, it's always, why did you cut that? You should have just left that in the movie. That would have made it that much better. Every movie he does, he knows what's up. He knew exactly what he was doing. Because he wanted more people to go buy the goddamn movie and make more money. I ain't stupid. He figured you guys out there are dummies and y'all just gonna sit there and buy the movie because it's Batman and Superman, so I'm gonna get as much money as I can off this shit. And then y'all gonna like it anyway because it's Batman. And then you're not gonna pay attention enough to even understand the story. So I can throw this in for the people that do understand and they're gonna be a little bit more happier. However, he didn't know it was gonna backfire and everybody's gonna be like, man, I don't know about that shit.
Man.
Bruh. Get shit out of here. But
man, I'll go back to what you were saying about the whole Batman thing and the dreams and the flashbacks. So I felt like with the dream sequences and when he was having those hallucinations, I think it was a reminder of him actually loving something from his past that was taken away from him. And I think the nightmares and the hallucinations helped him kind of keep his sanity going. And I think that was something that kept him striving to do what he was doing because he was so alone, you know what I mean? And I think that's kind of what kept him going. Like those nightmares gave him a reason to keep doing what he was doing so that no one else would go through what he experienced as a youngster. That's kind of what I got from it. So like I think the nightmare scenes kind of made more sense and actually had more of a touching impact to it in a sense.
I think honestly, this is on Zack Snyder and I give you credit for this one. When you go through dreaming sequence and everybody can come up with their own idea of what it might mean, I think that brings out what it means to us instead. So we understand it better in our eyes.
Right.
So I don't think there's no wrong answer on his dream.
Okay.
I don't think there's no wrong answer on that. Like I think it's more of just that's what it feels like. This is what I got from this shit. And that's good. So if we say freaking negative, Doomsday trash, waste of time. What's this nigga? It's one of those trolls. Keeps hitting me up, guys.
With a capital T.
Ticket holders out there, you guys support me. Get on this nigga. Y'all know what's up. What's his name? Never mind. Freak. Let me get. But
I'm actually I'm glad I got to see this director's cut and everything. I wish I could have experienced it in the theaters. I wish we got this the first time around. It's unfair because my first judge on this movie.
Unfair?
Yeah, it's unfair because like when I first judged this movie, I gave this movie a C-, and that was from the original movie that we got, and that's what it deserved in my eyes. I gave it a C because I liked it for what it was. I thought it was a decent, good movie, and then this kind of upped that a notch. But like this grade I'm about to give it is not gonna matter because people that already saw it have already been judgmental. Their mind's already made up. They've been exposed to the trash that was that. But in my eyes, personally, I thought it was a decent movie. This movie was a better movie.
So, are we going like this movie? Is this movie that good where we can just say it's okay? Can we say it deserves a higher grade, one level, or can we say this movie needs to be recognized and let people see what's up? Is this movie comparable? Does it get out that bucket of garbage comic book movies such as Daredevil, Elektra, The Incredible Hulk? What else? What else is
Incredible Hulk?
Yeah, well, no, the Hulk.
Oh, okay. I'm like, man, the Edward Norton one was
that was cool.
Yeah.
My bad.
Forgive him,
I'm
God.
sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong movie.
I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
Continuing.
Right.
Catwoman.
Yeah, that's on the list.
Ghost Rider 1, and 2, does it go
2
in
was a
there?
bad movie, but I liked it. But continue.
Action-wise, but it's still trash.
Yeah. You got
It's in there.
All right.
On fire. Trash is on fire. Yeah. So,
Pun intended.
do we take that out of that bucket of trash, dust it off, and put it on the table? Is it one of those movies? Do we put it on a plaque and say, this is excellent? What's your grade?
It's not excellent.
What's your grade?
My grade, I'm going to have to give this a solid B, man.
Solid B.
Solid B.
Roninjoegenji. You heard it. Stamp of approval.
I truly enjoyed this, and I wish I got this the first time. This, I would recommend this to people that have not seen the movie.
Why you sound so emotional?
Because, man, this is hard, man.
I want to cry and shit. It's going to be good. You guys, I'm telling you niggas.
It does hurt, because, like, even though I didn't pay for the movie, I went to a screening for it, I mean, it's still, you care. Like, when you watch these movies, you have to have some type of compassion. I mean, you're sitting there wasting your 2-3 hours of time, trying to get immersed in something, and you hope and you can pray and you can only hope for, something to be great. You're spending time watching it. You're obviously a fan. You like movies. We invest time into this. The final product has to deliver in some way. I mean, so you gotta have some type of reaction to it. And I feel it's gonna get outshined because the theatrical cut did some negative damage that people can't let go, and I respect that.
I can't.
But this version was great. Still flawed, but great. It's not perfect. Not saying that. Don't confuse my words. This is a great movie, but it's still flawed.
A lot of flaws. As of personally, I didn't like the music. I thought, what's his name, Junkie XL or whatever.
Yeah. Not feeling him? I like Junkie XL.
Not feeling it.
Okay.
I wasn't feeling that music. The music to me ruined a lot of certain scenes that I thought could have even been more deeper.
All right.
Just wasn't the right temperature for me.
I'll take that.
Wrong temperature. Not saying I don't like the music. I don't like the temperature tone of this for this film.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now this is like a type of movie, like let's say
Mad Max or some shit.
Mad Max.
Because he did the music for that.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? It worked. Dun, 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 all that shit. That's tight. This is Batman.
Fast-paced
I
music.
need more John Williams.
Okay.
More epicness. He's not an epic composer to me. He's not at that level. And the way he's making his music, he'll never be at that level. Because you can't make me cry playing rock. It ain't gonna happen. You can make me cry playing that Superman.
What about the opening theme in the beginning?
That's what's up. Hans Zimmerman.
Junkie XL.
But they both did it. Hans Zimmerman music.
Oh, now you...
Was it not? Okay. Was it not? That was Hans Zimmerman too. Yeah, that's what's up. They both did the score.
All right.
They both did the score.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm Tupac, you're Biggie.
Oh, here we go.
You did your verse, I did my verse. I know your work. That's a Biggie line. No, nigga, that's a Tupac line too. See what I'm saying? So you know the difference. Hans Zimmerman. That was that.
You had orchestra and you had tempo, and then you had the modern. I think it worked nicely for those certain scenes. And you saw like his subtleness there. I mean, I can understand how you feel like when he started doing cues when it came to action, things like that. It kind of felt out of place though. But I felt like when it came to individual things, I felt like he delivered.
However,
I feel you though.
Trash. In that point, wrong composer for this movie. But story was still, regardless of 30 minutes, it still is a choppy film.
It is.
It was still choppy. It just wasn't as choppy as enough. Like, we're talking about whole cucumbers, slice, compared to diced up niggas. So it's still choppy. It ain't perfect.
Far from it.
Henry Cavill still needs to up his acting. I would like to see possibly maybe he can change, because now that he's playing now that the real Superman has shown up in the movie, he meant for something. He was, you know what I didn't like though? That statue. I didn't like that statue. I felt like that was too false god.
I was gonna
like he had a statue like he was holding the world. Like, where's the ironic? Like da 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 da. Like, give me some epic so I can look up to. Not that I'll crush you niggas like ants. Like, I didn't like that statue. But besides that, everybody did their thing. Lawrence Fishburne even was better. Perry, he had a bigger scene.
Yeah.
My God. So I gave this movie a D+. See, I wasn't even that far from you, man. I got all that hate. That shit is that. You just see why I get D+. What the fuck?
Controversy movies.
Stupid.
Controversy
motherfuckers
subject
out there
matter.
so judgmental. I bet half the people probably already stopped watching this 10 minutes in. No, I don't want to watch it no more. Start writing me comments and
One-sided.
shit.
Can't be like that when you're talking about movies.
Not this type of movie, especially with the real fans. I'm gonna have to say, I really truly enjoyed this movie.
I got a question for you after
go
you
ahead.
get it.
Go ahead now.
Oh, I was gonna say, what do you feel about how Henry Cavill can improve? Because I thought he was. I think he's a good Superman.
Man, please, I ain't gonna hold my breath. But no, I'm joking.
What do you think?
I think
that'll make him better. I mean, since
I'm being optimistic,
the scenes kind of redeemed him a little bit. What do you think?
Oh no, a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's Superman now.
Yeah. I mean, like, but you said you didn't like him. Like, what do you think he can improve on?
Just his acting, more believable. Put more
emotion, or
no, it's not even about that. Put more swag on it. Be Superman. Don't be you.
Playing.
Not you, but you. You know what I mean?
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Be Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it,
Just
but
embrace it. Yeah.
put a little bit of that Christopher Reeves on that.
Wow. Okay.
Put a little bit of him in it. Just a little bit. You don't have to be too.
Not too much.
Hey Lois, what's going on? Hey guy, got my glasses. Oh gee, Willikers, jolly. You don't have to be like that.
I'll do that. Yeah.
But just be a little bit, like Lois already know who you are, so you don't have to pretend to be stupid around her. But you know what I mean? Like, get a little lost a couple times. You know,
it's 2016.
Make Superman human. Put some jokes on it. You know what I mean? Be
good jokes.
Be a little Superman. You got humanity. People already love you. You save people. You know what I mean? That whole scene was like, who you get to choose, who lives and stuff. Lex Luthor hired that beach. This nigga was trying to save everybody. He really was. This nigga was trying to save everybody. That's crazy.
I want to expose you for the fraud that you are.
Like, oh my gosh. And that's what I said it should have been in the movie. Remember I said Batman should be looking for him as he's doing his thing, and then he's doing it. I didn't even watch this shit. And they didn't do it as they didn't put it directly how I would have done it. But it was a lot of my essence in how this film ended up being by them should have just doing that. And it just been better, which it was. And for that, I'm going to end with that. By giving this movie. It really had me. I was in it. I was in it, man. 100%. I enjoyed the detective work, the journalists. I enjoyed Perry White. I enjoyed those characters. They put a little soul on them. So I'm gonna give this movie a B-. Them niggas went up a whole fucking letter. Almost 2. Yeah, 2, right?
2.
A B-. See, kids, I teach you something. Just because somebody fucks up, it is okay to blame them. Maybe they can get their shit together. But this is a rare occasion. I got my eye on these niggas. Do I go home after this? Do I go home and yell at my father for messing my movie up and go in my mother's arms? DC. Warner Brothers my daddy. And then go to my mother, DC, and she pats me in the back and says, it's gonna be okay, baby. Do I do that? No. I think I'm on my own right now. I gotta find my way out there in the world. I gotta find out where I belong. I'm a DC fan to the end. But after finding out that money rules everything around me, I ain't falling for it no more. But I will be more optimistic on these films. How do I feel about Suicide Squad? I don't believe in it. But I will watch it. I will watch it. And I will give you an honest opinion. I'm not hating what I think about the Justice League script. What they told me so far, I'm not feeling half of it. I'm not. But I will watch it. I will be human about this. I'm no longer a fanboy.
I'm actually, well, you said what you said.
Go ahead.
I'm actually not too crazy about what they're going to be doing with the Justice League, but I'm actually more excited about Suicide Squad. I think that's going to be a strong movie.
Hopefully.
I think so.
So we can rave about it and talk about it just like this and show the passion about how we are about fans and actually have something in common with our other fans. Now there's going to be people out there, if you didn't, feel free to let the hate run low. I don't care. But please don't write anything stupid. If you didn't watch this video or you didn't pay attention to anything I said, if you just took one part and ran with it, I will not respond to you. I'm telling you that right now. I'm tired of you trolls out there. You niggas is a waste of time and space. I need all you dweeb, loser-ain't-as niggas, geeky motherfreakers off my channel.
Preach, brother.
I'm sick of this shit. Bullshit. Stay off the channel. If you don't want the real, you don't want to feel how I feel, I don't give a fuck. Go somewhere. I only want real people on this channel. I want people that are human, people who understand, people who listen. Now, if I say something you don't like, feel free to write something. I don't care. Give your opinion. But don't start insulting niggas and shit because you're mad. I got told I live in my mama's basement. Nigga, you know how much I wish I live in my mom's basement? That means I ain't gotta pay no rent. I got my car to myself and I got kids. And I do what the hell I want to do. Fuck.
Damn.
Thank you. I wish man, please. I would make that basement so epic. You see how my living room looks? Fuck. This is my living room.
Now you look stupid.
This shit. Now you look stupid. Now this shit right here though, now I wish. But, however, this movie get a B- from me. Solid B from you.
Solid B.
It was a better movie, man. And I will purchase this film. I was contemplating if I should purchase it and put it on my collection, but I will purchase it. It will get purchased. I will probably never watch it again.
Right.
But I'm being honest.
I remember being on the phone, like having a conversation with Jay3. He's like, "You tripping, nigga? You bought this?" I was like, "Yeah, I couldn't wait. I was ready to watch it because I knew it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be something special in there. I had that feeling in my heart, like you don't just make any kind of director's cut because they got all kind of extended cuts and director's cut. I was like, all right, director's gonna put his stamp. He did that, so you know.
But I will say, Justice League the film. Only thing I'm really excited about is that Ben Affleck is executive producer. Excuse me. So once they change the Flying Fox name off the jet,
I don't know what
and
that
call
is.
that shit like the Black Whip or something, I don't know. Anything's better.
I'm excited about the three main characters I'm really excited about. You know, that's gonna be in Justice League, and then there's solo movies: Cyborg, Flash, and Batman. Cyborg, I'm interested to see how they're gonna just explore his character. You know, him trying to remain his humanity with being involved in all this tech and not being so much human anymore. And then with Flash, he's kind of like the most emotional character out of the Justice League. With his family and his father being killed and all that, and the Flashpoint. He has such a strong emotional arc. It's gonna be cool to like see that kind of play out and how he's gonna deal with time and how he's a kid out of time and just that whole time. It's gonna be a superhero time travel movie.
Word.
With family, family bonding types. So it's gonna be interesting. And then just Batman.
I want to see the tape. You're not gonna really get much from me. I'll talk about discussions about this shit and I'll give you my honest opinion about how I feel. But that's not meaning I'm judging the movie yet. I'm just telling you how I feel. Like I don't like that. I don't like the way that sound. I don't like the way Justice League symbol look. I don't like the way it look. I don't like the logo.
Well, I'm glad you did that because it made me feel like I had to say something too.
Yeah,
it was tight. So good job.
I was free. I ain't feeling that shit. But I'm not judging it yet.
That's noble.
Until I watch the movie. Then you'll get a review. Like this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Jay3.
I'm Roninjoegenji.
Keep that shit real at all times. I try to be as real as I can with you guys. I'm not really. I ain't with that fake shit. You know what I mean? I don't like fake girls. I don't like fake bodies on girls. It look good though. It look good. It should look right. But I don't really like it though. But it does look good. But you know what I mean? That's me. This is Roninjoegenji. B- for me. Solid B for you.
Yep.
Purchase this. Go ahead and buy the movie if you want. Pick it up.
Digital download.
If you want to hate, don't watch it. If you want to be optimistic and just see a little bit of something, it's a better movie. By far, it's way better. So, hope you guys enjoyed our opinions. This is what we do. We keep that shit real, and it's the real deal. Peace. Love.